So, a few years ago, I met a friend of mine who runs a construction business in partnership with her husband, and they were very tensed about the situation they had with their workers. The site workers were falling sick every other day and leaving sites midway and were moving back to their native place. It was months of May and June when the heat was at peak and the workers were not able to perform in their full capacity and their sites were getting delayed. So my friends thought that we should do something about it. What they thought was that buying a water cooler might be a good option for the sites. So they explored everything that was available on the internet and they even went to the market to understand with full research the pros and cons of a water cooler and also to make sure that whatever they buy will be used by the workers without any hassle. Now, when my friends thought that whatever they will buy will be used by the workers should be very easy and should solve all their problems. So what they did, they bought a water cooler which had a cold water dispenser, a hot water dispenser, along with a mini freezer at the bottom, thinking of it as the solution to all their problems and fulfilling the needs of the workers that were on the site. When they were taking this appliance to the site, they were breezing with enthusiasm and they were so happy as they approached the main contractor. The contractor opened the package with full excitement and thanked them with great joy after looking at such a nice gift. But then, as my friends moved away, the contractor silently whispered to the site supervisor that they have done a great job, but I don't think that the workers are going to use it. Now, can you see why the workers might not use this water cooler? I couldn't see it that time, but I do now. And it helps me to understand that when you unfold perspectives, it creates awareness. And awareness beats your assumptions. Now we talk a lot about awareness. Awareness is where the clarity lies. So basically, when you beat your assumptions, you get a clarity about things. F. Scott Fitzgerald, who is the author of The Great Gatsby and one of the major contributors to various publications like the New York Times, the UN Today, and the Guardian London, has told and defined awareness as the ability to hold more than two opposing perspectives in the mind at the same time. He famously wrote that the final attention that we give to a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposing thoughts in the mind and yet have the ability to function. One should, for example, know that the things are not in the place and the things are not working out, but yet we determine to make them otherwise. Now, let's get back to the water cooler and the site. You can see this water cooler as it has everything. It has a chilled water dispenser, which will help the workers to have some ease in the heat. It has a hot water dispenser, which will help them to make dip teas or coffee on the site. And it also has a mini freezer to provide ice or hold cold water bottles for a longer period of time. Now you see it as something that can be very efficient on the site. But see it from a worker's perspective. Does anything change? Now I understood the importance of unfolding perspectives through my years of practice as an architect. I was trained to see the world in a very specific way. Plans, elevations, section, perfect lines, ideal design. On paper, everything made sense. But the moment I stepped onto a real construction site, I understood and I realized that no textbook had prepared me for this. Real sites do not follow drawings. The perfect layouts met the imperfect conditions. The ideal design met budget costs, site errors, and human behavior. And that is the moment when I realized that when you unfold perspectives, it creates awareness and it kills your assumptions. Our perspectives that we think is reality are actually our assumptions. The assumptions which are very deadly and are not truth completely. Now, when we talk about architecture, interior design, let me share something very simple but very powerful with you guys. I remember working for a site where we had to design a house with ground floor, first floor, and a terrace. Now, my clients here are young couple, both lawyers, and they have beautiful parents. The mother was a Russian lecturer in the embassy, and the father was a professor in one of the most renowned universities, along with a great painter with exquisite taste. The couple here were about to get married, and the parents here were about to get retired, and they were trying to tell me that we are going to live the next years of our life in the house that I was going to build for them. So my brief was very clear. The parents' bedroom were on the ground floor with an attached painting studio and along with a backyard garden where the parents could enjoy their morning and evening teas after their retirement. Also mentioning that the father has an antalgic gait, which is having an uneven and asymmetric walking pattern caused due to a medical condition. The brothers will have their bedrooms on the first floor along with a study to store their lawyer books and to have their sessions or meetings, along with a games area where they can make as much noise as they want without disturbing their parents on the ground floor, followed by a huge terrace to have bigger gatherings. Now my brief was very clear to me, and as an architect, I had put in all my efforts and all my good intentions in designing the house. So we designed the house with a double height dining area with proper skylight coming in, along with a staircase right next to it, right in the middle of the house, with a beautiful chandelier hanging. All the rooms were well lit, they were well ventilated, the air circulation was proper, the daylight was coming in, every wall was designed to their taste. And I was so happy and excited to show off what I have done for this client. And I expected them to the site and I asked them to have a look amidst the construction was going on. But the moment my client entered the site, they said, "This is not what we had thought of." And I drowned at that moment. I could not understand what went wrong. Their expectation did not meet what we had designed. Technically, everything was correct. Everything was well planned, well designed, and well executed, in my perspective. And I was very confused, and I asked my client, "How were you thinking this space or imagining this space to look like?" And their answer changed everything. They asked me a very simple question. "Neha, how is our father going to go to the upper floors when you know that he has a medical condition?" And in that moment, I had a very uncomfortable feeling, a feeling of embarrassment of assuming that the father would not go to the upper floors because of his medical condition. Now, my client here was in distress and I could feel him. And when you connect to someone, when you try to understand things from their perspective, research shows that you tend to become a better person and you try to grow better, coming up with better solutions to people's aid. There is a famous quote by a psychologist, Nathalie Brandon, and it says that the first step towards any big change is awareness, and the second step is acceptance. Pinpointing awareness as the most crucial step you take for any kind of personal growth or behavioral shift. Now, my client was feeling anxiety, he was feeling fear, and he was very angry. I spent sleepless nights thinking that I failed as an architect. I could not give my client what they had asked for. We were out of time. The client's marriage was approaching. The parents had already retired, and the client has already put in his money, his time, and everything. We could not give a lift right in the center of the house because that would have destroyed the aesthetics of the house. We could not give a chair lift along the railing of the house because the father would have not been comfortable using it. So what do we do now? I was having panic attacks and I was having a reaction to my own stress. But then I gathered myself and I realized that my stress is not going to help me design for my client. And I had to become a better architect for this client and for my future clients. I had to learn to see more. I had to learn perspective. And when I thought about it, when I saw things from their perspective, if I could see the things from the father's perspective, I would understand his problems and the way he would want to climb stairs. And if I could see things from my client's perspective, I would understand that he's short of time, he's short of money, and I have to come up with a solution as soon as possible without spending more money on the site. And when I did that, when I saw things from their perspective, I came up with the most simplest solution, which not only solved the problem, but it didn't put a hole in my client's pocket and was also completed in time. What we did, we gave a second railing right next to that staircase and inside the wall without protruding it in the stairwell and not disturbing anyone. And it helped my client's father to feel that home as his own. And he could take or hold both the railings of that staircase and move upwards to upper floors and the terrace where we were designing such a beautiful garden for bigger gatherings. Now, unfolding perspectives creates awareness, and awareness beats your assumptions in architecture and interior design. Let's talk about law. When I was working on this project, I had a few comments or a few discussions with this client, the lawyer client of mine, and he told me something very nice. He told me that if I am going to explain law to my client will feel confused and lost. It will not serve the lawyer or the client. But if I see things or if I see that matter from my client's perspective, I will know what to say. I will know what solution can be given, and I will know how to advocate better for this client inside the courtroom. Secondly, if I saw things from the judge's perspective, I would have my pre-preparations done to the multiple judgments that can come, and I will have all my answers ready. It will not only help me to understand what is going to happen in the courtroom, how my client is going to react, how the judge is going to react. It will help me to advocate better and become a better lawyer. Unfolding perspectives creates awareness, and awareness beats your assumptions even in the courtroom. And it doesn't happen in just architecture, interior design, or law. It happens everywhere. We tend to believe that we see the world as it is, but we don't. We see the world as who we are. What we see is not the reality entirely. What we see is our perspectives that change into assumptions. And it's very dangerous for us to understand that these perspectives are not real. Our assumptions are not real. They are just one version of reality. So let's take examples. At work, we just assume they don't appreciate my work. In life, we just assume things are not working out. I don't think I can make it. In relationships, we assume he hasn't called me back. I don't think he likes me anymore. But assumptions will have a picture that will create something which is not true. Assumptions are very easy, they're comfortable, they're very fast, but awareness is different. Awareness is something where the truth lies, where the clarity lies. And this clarity, once you think of it as a good perspective or the way you look at things, that is exactly what unfolding perspective means. Not changing the world outside, but expanding the way you look at it. So the next time when you guys are feeling any kind of confusion or you are struggling with anything, I want you to do these steps. Yeah. First, pause. Do not react immediately. Second, question. Are we assuming something here? And third, expand. What else could be the truth? Now you don't know what can be the truth. And once you take these 3 steps, you will learn to experience the life in a very different way. Now coming back to those site contractors and those workers that we were talking about. Those workers could not feel the tension that my clients were having because the sites were getting delayed. And when my friends were looking for that water cooler for them, they were empathizing with those workers. They could feel the workers' heat, what they were having or facing on the site. But my friends could not understand that if they would have seen things from the workers' perspective, that water cooler would have been deadly for them. They would drink that cold water and use that ice and then go in that humid site and work all day rigorously. Or they would go out in the sun and feel that heat and then again have that chilled water. Those workers were prone to get to flu or to fall sick even more often after using that water cooler. What my friends could not see, that instead of buying a water cooler, buying a pedestal fan would have been a better choice. So pedestal fans would have helped the workers to sleep better at night and perform their tasks the next day without any hassle. So when you unfold perspectives, it creates awareness, and awareness beats your assumptions in everything. It not only helps you to look at the world in a new way, but it helps you to have better decisions, better judgments, and become a better person. Thank you.